As painful as it may seem for Arsenal, and that is a painful way to go out, for the entirety of that game, they deserved to go out. Arsenal played like complete and utter crap. They played like complete and utter garbage. And yes, it is painful the way that they went out, and it was in the most crazy of ways, in the most crazy, messed up of ways that they went out. But, bro, if you play that badly, you're going to get punished. And that's just right. Like, if you play that badly, you're going to get punished. I mean, they were garbage. They were completely and utterly garbage. Like, just there was no connectivity, there was no rhythm the way that they played, but they almost came through. And you know, it's one of those difficult games where obviously, look, man, Olympiacos put up a good game and they defended them well, and they almost made it through. They almost escaped with a superb goal from Aubameyang. And when he scored that, I was like, yeah, Olympiacos were having a few snaps, but I thought, you know what? I don't think Olympiacos have enough to take them through. But then I remember, who are some of the most loyal members of the Brick Academy? Who are they? Because the thing about Bricks are, Bricks will never let you down. Bricks will never, ever let you down. You can always depend on a Brick to say what's up. As much as you can depend on a tier 1 upper tier 2 guy to say what's up, a Brick is always going to say what's up. And Socrates and David Luiz said, look, Aubameyang, I know you scored, but we need to say what's up. You've said what's up, we need to say what's up. So unless you can score 2 Gs, we're going to break it up in this game. So hold my beer, hold my can, watch this. And my Lord in heaven, you are winning the game. It's 1-0. You have to be much more defensively aware because not only because are going to throw everything. So you have to have men behind the freaking ball. So even when they cleared the ball, why don't you have guys going back? Men going back. Say, look, men behind the ball. Yes, we can break. We don't need to break with everyone. Men behind the ball. That ball comes in and it is the most simple of crosses. Simple of crosses. David Luiz again was like, oh, what the hell happened? And David Luiz was to blame for that first goal as well. He was to blame for that first goal, him and Ozo. And Socrates completely unaware of what happened because again, miscommunication. We don't know who is supposed to be backing dude. And goal is scored. But look, well done to Olympiacos because I think Olympiacos, I thought they played an excellent game. The inferior team, away from home, coming in after losing their home game 1-0, I thought they played an excellent game. Because for me, my thing is that Olympiacos were defensively very good and they made it very difficult for Arsenal. But I don't think Olympiacos thought that Arsenal were going to be that garbage. Can nobody on the Arsenal team run with the ball? Can nobody beat any players? I mean, what the heck? What the heck? Somebody said the Premier League is big. Well, United did say what's up, you know. But for Man United, man, look, Ighalo. My hate towards you with regards to your break runs and Super Eagles, it has ended. And I am generally happy for Ighalo that he got that goal because I feared that he was going to do these 6 months at United and was not going to get that G. So I think I am happy that he was able to get that G for his first ever G for Man United, you know, because it would be bad if he got 0 Gs. And I think I may even do like a tactical snack on this. Bruno Fernandes has been a revelation. I didn't think that the guy was going to be that interesting, but look, Bruno Fernandes, from the moment he has stepped into United, he has revitalized that team. And yes, even if FC Brugge were down to 10 men with a completely stupid and dumb handball, I mean, my lord, I mean, I think United would have still beaten them if it was 11v11. And I just think yes, against 10 men, but it is a great booster. It's a great mental booster that United won so emphatically. What was it, like 5-0? And if you allow Fred Flintstone to score two Gs, things must be going really, really good for you. You know, for him to score 2 Gs, this must be going really good for you. So yeah, man, I think United are looking all right. But again, you can't judge how well United can do in this competition because FC Brugge are one of the weaker sides. You can only beat what's in front of you. I get that, cool. I can only judge you based on higher tier competition. And we have the likes of Getafe who are through. Who also through? Inter Milan are through. So yeah, Inter Milan are through. I think Shakhtar Donetsk made it through. What is it going up? No, not going down. So yeah. I mean, so Getafe are through. I'm looking at Wolves. I think Wolves are a good outside bet. You've obviously got Sevilla who are in there as well. So I think in Sevilla, Bayer Leverkusen. Oh wow, FC got touched. FC got touched. My God. Look, the German teams are all right, man. German teams are doing all right. So yeah, there are still some pretty good teams left. What the hell? Sporting Lisbon lost to Istanbul. There's a lot to Besiktas. But look, so Ajax, man. So Ajax went from being the supposed best team in a Champions League group to getting knocked out by Getafe. Shout out to Getafe, they're doing very well in La Liga and so forth, but they got beat down by Getafe. I think. Oh, yeah, also Richard. Shout out to my Football Hot members out there. There are new emojis. Football Hot members, if you click on the smiley face thing, there are new emojis I have loaded up, so you can check out those new emojis. Football Hot member and say what you think about those, and also suggest any emojis you want me to do, because any emojis you want, I can put those in. So. Oh yeah. The Goku one, yeah, Wick, John Wick, your boy Wick, man. I'll roll with your boy John Wick. I'll roll with the boy John Wick. But it was actually really hard to get a. It was really hard for me to get a really good Goku one, because I wanted to do a one with his thingy. So I said, okay, look, man, I will look into dropping a man. Okay, look for my, because remember, the more members that come, the more emoticons that can come. So I may throw in either an El Dio or a Van Dijk one in there as well. So yeah, so look, man, back to the whole Europa League thing, man. Yeah, look, I mean, for Arsenal, man, I mean, look, it's. But let me just switch to some of the favorites, because we'll get back to Arsenal. I think Wolves are an outside bet. Front for me, I think front runner right now, because Salzburg talent, the beauty about this finance is that I don't think there's a front runner. I don't trust Conte and Inter Milan in Europe. They should be a front runner on paper, but I believe Inter Milan will focus much more on the league. Guys, you know what? I don't think there's a front runner here, because if you look at some of the stronger teams, so I'm looking at Roma, I'm looking at Bayer Leverkusen, I'm going to put Wolves there, Inter Milan, maybe Shakhtar Donetsk. They're always tricky. Getafe for sure. So I think if I'm going to put money on anyone, you know what? Because don't sleep on Getafe. I don't think we should sleep on Getafe. I just think that Getafe knocking out Ajax, I think that's a scalp. I think that's a scalp, man. I think that's a scalp. It was AFTV and chill tonight, my man Ighalo. Yeah, look, Red Devil Studio, man. Thank you for the super chat there. Thank you, bro. See, for me, I don't know that I can put United as a front runner there, because I'm not basically, put it this way, could United beat Wolves over 2 legs? Could United beat Getafe over 2 legs? Could they beat Shakhtar Donetsk over 2 legs? I don't know. Because again, look at the teams that United have faced. Are these top tier teams? FC Brugge are not a top tier team. So I think United are still, like, for me, I would put United in the same category as Wolfsburg and Roma. You see, yeah, I'll put United in the same grouping as Roma and Wolfsburg, but I feel that Getafe, Wolves, Bayer Leverkusen, Inter Milan are maybe a cut above. And I believe Red Bull Salzburg are going into that second leg 4-1 up, I believe. So I think did they win? Wait, let me see. Did Salzburg win the? Let me check. What happened in the? Oh, sorry, Frankfurt. Again, don't sleep on Frankfurt. So Frankfurt are going into that thing 4-1 up. So basically, they're through. So see, I would put United in the same category as Frankfurt. Yeah, but I don't think I can put them in the same category. And also Sevilla. Sorry. Yes, Sevilla are my pick. For me, Sevilla and Getafe are my picks. I think Sevilla and Getafe are my picks. I think between those two, but for me, look, the beauty about knockout competition is anything can happen. United could very well go through. And I believe that in Gollum, I think Gollum is probably better at knockout competition than he is in league play. Gollum knows how to take big scalps and knows how to G's his guys up for big games. But it's against teams like Burnley, Southampton that he falters in. So maybe United would actually, I think this could be Gollum's calling. As in, you know what? 2 big games, massive game, we are up for it. Boom, let's ride. So, and I think if United don't get any key injuries, and this Bruno Fernandes looks like I think Bruno Fernandes is the guy United have been missing badly. That is the guy that they've been missing badly. And Ighalo almost got his second goal. Ighalo almost got that second goal. So if they can really get the best out of it, and Ighalo can grow into this team, Bruno Fernandes can be walking the creativity of this team. I think United may just squeeze through. So it depends who they get on the draw on Friday. You know, because if United get United will be hoping to get so I think United would be happy to get Basel. They'd be happy to get LASK. I don't know who those guys are. I think United would be. Do they want Roma Wolfsburg? I don't know. Do they want Shakhtar Donetsk? Do they want Getafe? Do they want? Look, I mean, it's going to be a massive step up, man. And Red Devil Studio again, man. Thank you for the super chat, dear. So it says Red Devil Studio says we beat Wolves over 2 legs in the Carabao Cup. Yes, true. But the Carabao Cup isn't a European competition. But that is fair, though. But I still think that, for me, I think this Wolves team under Espirito Santo, I think they're going to G themselves up for this. Because I think let's even look at the La Liga table, because it is very important to see how these teams are in the La Liga table. So, for instance, look at that. So Sevilla are 4th, Getafe are 5th. So Sevilla have 43 points, Getafe have 42 points. So you say to yourselves that, what will Sevilla and Getafe prioritize? Will they put more priority in getting top 4, or will they put more priority in winning this Europa League? Because it's a crazy thing, and the beauty is in the dilemma. Because the dilemma is, wow, if we really ride through, so if we win the Europa League, we get into the Champions League, but you've got to win it. But if we just ride through and be consistent, we can get that top 4 position. So I think that's going to be a very precarious situation for Sevilla and Getafe. But if you know Spanish teams and how Spanish teams think, they only play one way, and they play a very expansive way. And I think they will want to go out and win that competition. But I think Sevilla and Getafe are probably 2 of the favorites that you've got to look at there. You know, I think for sure those are 2 of the favorites. But no, Arsenal, man. I mean, my Lord in heaven, I mean, what a disaster! What a disaster, man. Let's even check the Premier League table. I mean, what a disaster! Like, I don't even want to watch Arsenal Fan TV because it'll be too bad, man. So Arsenal currently are 9th. Oh, everyone is on 27 games. So Arsenal are currently 9th with 37 points. So 38. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. So they're 7 points from top 4, 5 points from 5. Because I'm still saying that I still believe City will be banned for at least 1 year. So I say that they're like 5 points for potential for Champions League qualification. But it's a dog fight between them, Sheffield United, Wolves, and Tottenham. It is tight. It is tight. But yeah, I mean, look, Arsenal were horrible. Arsenal were flipping horrible, and I think they only have themselves to blame. They put up a horrible performance, especially at home. Horrible performance, and I'm a huge fan of Lacazette. Huge fan of Lacazette, but all because you have a really talented player doesn't mean that he will fit into your team. And I get the impression that Arteta is just desperately trying to force a triangle into a square. He's trying to get Lacazette to work into the team, and he just doesn't work. I always felt that, Lacazette and Aubameyang can work as a two. But how they play it is they play Lacazette as a striker and they put Aubameyang out wide. And I just don't think it works because Lacazette just doesn't have the kind of incision for a lone striker. I think Lacazette works best in it too. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, when he was in France, is it for Marseille or Lyon? I think he played in it too. So if you're going to play Lacazette, you have to either play him in it too or play him as a Dennis Bergkamp pro where he is just in behind an Aubameyang or another striker. Another mistake that Arteta made, should have started with Martinelli. My gosh, this guy's been one of the Arsenal's best players this season. This is a game that you need to put to bed. And it was obvious that Lacazette wasn't working out. Not the same degree as Ross Barkley. So why didn't he just pull him in? So I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense why Martinelli did not start. But Arsenal only have themselves to blame. Yes, it's painful. Aubameyang missed a crazy... that chance he missed at the end? What the heck? But... as crazy as Arsenal should look at this thing in the bigger scheme of things and say we only have ourselves to blame because we played so badly. We gave Olympiacos so much confidence that, look, man, bruh, it is what it is. Gatlock, thank you for the super chat, Gatlock. Who gets knocked out in the round of effing 32? They used the full team. Gatlock, it was bad. Like, I mean, it is bad. It is bad. It is bad. I mean, how they got knocked, it's bad, man. It's bad. And they only have themselves to blame. They only have themselves to blame. I mean, it was an amazing goal, man. Let's keep it real. It was an amazing goal. Primera Marmos, thank you for super chats, dear bro. It says, United versus Sevilla rematch. So is that what we're saying? United versus Sevilla rematch. So is that what we're saying? Well... if I feel that United should try and avoid Sevilla, that's what I think. Because I think if United gets Sevilla, they'll be screwed. I think United should try and see. United will want Sevilla, like let's say in the semis, because I think once you now get, because you want to just build up momentum. By the time you're in the semis or final, I think bring on any team. Bring on any team. By the time you get to the semis final, you're like, all right, you know what? We're in. We can roll through. All right, let's go, man. So yeah, I think they will want to avoid that. Robbie is gonna make some cash tonight. Okay? Hate him all he wants, say what you want. Robbie is gonna make bank time because there are gonna be a lot of non-Arsenal fans tuning in because that's was what if the Germans call it, like Schadenfreude or whatever, taking pleasure in other people's pain. Cisse and Bar reunited. What do you mean by that? All right, let's see what else you guys are saying, man. Olympiacos gave them a free chance at the end. Yeah, they did. No. I mean, like that Aubameyang. It's easy for us to criticize Aubameyang from where we are, and especially when you look at it in slow motion. When things happen in football and you're right there, it happens so quickly. You don't know how quickly it happens. When we are watching it as viewers, it seems it's happening slower. So we're like, how did you miss that? That came to him like that. He doesn't even have any time to think. And you know that this is like in the 123rd minute. So you have zero chance to think. So you have to just react extremely quickly. So, but even before that, how did Arsenal concede? You shouldn't have even conceded a G to begin with. That's the main thing. But big picture, rather than looking at the small picture, which is, oh my gosh, but if only Aubameyang has scored that goal, or Socrates and David Luiz are bricks. Socrates are going to put under review. You look like those 90 minutes of football, those 100+ minutes of football, where I think they had one shot on target in the 90 minutes. And that was the Pepe chance. In the whole of 90 minutes, at home at your crib against Olympiacos. He had a one shot on target. So Arsenal should now take a step back and say, could you beat Getafe? Could you beat Donetsk? Could you beat Wolves? Could you beat Sevilla? Could you beat Leverkusen? Could you beat Frankfurt? I'm not sure. I'm not sure you could. I really don't. I'm not sure you could. Is Robbie a millionaire? I think he's close to a millionaire. I would say that Robbie is probably worth maybe like a few hundred thousand. You know, I think I would say he's probably worth a few hundred thousand. So LL never talks about Europa, but when Arsenal lose, he does a live stream. To be fair with you, if you were on the live stream on Wednesday, someone said, please, and I believe it was an Arsenal fan who said, please, can you do a live stream after the Europa League games? And I was not planning to doing it, but look, someone suggested it. I was like, okay, you know what? For the people, for the streets, let me do it for the culture. So someone asked, and I answered, which is I always do, man. All right, who's been blocked from watching HH, man? Okay, let's see what else you guys say, man. You see, for me, Aubameyang, and this is even what I tweeted out. Like for Aubameyang, I think he even talked about how frustrating it is that they're in really good positions and they keep on losing. And I think Aubameyang. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Carbon Dioxide. I am doing well. Thank you very much for asking. I'm doing okay. Not great. I'm doing okay. If you're a striker and you continually score goal after goal, clutch after clutch after clutch, and you concede, goal after goal after goal, clutch after clutch, and you concede, it will frustrate you. It will seriously frustrate you, man. So it's will make Aubameyang think long and hard this summer, which is that, is this for somebody who is as talented as I am, for a goal-scoring phenom that I am, is it really worth my while to remain at this club? I mean, let's just see how old Aubameyang is. It really worth my while to stay at this club when I'm still regarded as one of the best strikers in the world, and he's one of the best strikers in the world. Forget years, one of the best strikers in the world. He's 30. He's 30. So he's going to be 31 in June. He's going to be 31 in June. And I still think that, even for a 31-year-old, he's still good to get. And if I was Aubameyang, and I know Arsenal fans would not like me to say this, I would advise him to try and push for a move. Unless Arsenal can truly invest in talent, I think that he should definitely push for a move, because I just don't think that the team is helping him. Specifically the defense, because you say to yourself that I'm scoring all these goals and we keep on losing games or drawing games and dropping points because our defense is garbage. I can't score 5 goals every game, but that is what it will take for us to win games, is for me to score like a hat-trick in every single game. And that is completely and utterly unrealistic, man. So my thing here is this, is that Arsenal will need to work hard to try and keep on Aubameyang, because if they keep on if they keep on doing this and they keep on messing up this man, then he's going to be messed up. Okay, so wait, something is. I don't know what the hell is up here. I'm trying to figure this out. So Boy says, read Gal's chat. He banned someone by accents. Yeah, so he's lost Corneros. Because I didn't even need you to send a super chat, but thank you for super chat, Josh Bond. Because there's so many comments, I was not even sure what's happening. So is it that Los Corneros has been banned? Okay, all right. Okay, so Los. Okay, yeah, I'll sort that out. I'll sort that out right now. So back to the whole thing now. If I can actually find out how to do it in this whole bloody thingy. So look, Aubameyang, He's gonna push for leaving, man. If these guys are not careful, Obama will say to himself, is there really any points for me even staying here? Is there really any points in me busting my ass for a team that can't actually help me? For a team that keeps on screwing up? And that is what he's gonna say to himself, man. He's just gonna say to himself that, look, there is just no point in me being here, because no matter how much I do, how many goals I score, these guys will keep on effing up. These guys will keep on effing up, and they'll keep on screwing up. And that is extremely frustrating. Extremely frustrating for any dude. Extremely frustrating for any dude, for any kind of player like an Aubameyang. But back to United, as I said again, I am happy that Ighalo scored, man. I'm super happy that Ighalo scored. My hate for Ighalo was purely for him breaking it up for the Super Eagles. And look, I'm trying to get that miss he did during the what was it called, during the World Cup against Argentina, because that was a one-on-one run. You scored, we knock out Messi and Argentina in the group, and I can now increase my Twitter narrative on Messi being a World Cup flop. No. You had to miss a blood clot 1-1. But I said again, all that is in the past. All that is in the past, and I do not need to dwell on that anymore. I don't need to dwell on that anymore. And I'm a Nigerian, and I just feel it is a duty to, support my fellow people, even if the concept of countries is flipping stupid. Let's just be real. The concept of countries is flipping stupid. I am so happy that Ighalo, when you look at his story, long-time United fan, I believe that it is a toss-up between United and Arsenal with regards to the club that is most supported in Nigeria. It might be Arsenal, but definitely very close behind them is Man United. So for him to play for United, should have been Obi Mikel. Obi Mikel should have been the first Nigerian to play for United. And I will say this again, if Obi Mikel had gone to United, we would have been seeing the Nigerian Zidane, 100%. I believe that we would have seen the Nigerian flipping Zidane. But alas, that unfortunately did not happen. But still, though, it's very, I'm very happy that he scored, because that is a huge moment for him, because it is a big deal for him, and he knows that. Look, man, he's not going to be kept. Okay, he's not going to be kept beyond this season, and because I think United are gonna. But let's be real. Let's be real. The plan is Ighalo is only going to be here for a few months, isn't it? He's only going to be around for like these 6 months. But if by some stretch of the imagination, if he is able to maybe somehow, some way, G up even more, maybe perhaps they can keep him on. Maybe perhaps they can keep him on. So, because what if he scores like 10 more goals? What if he scores the goal that makes these dudes win the Europa League? What if he does that? If he's able to do that, that will definitely put him in a very strong position for United to keep him. But I think, as we've already mentioned before, here we have found him. Colchoneros, you have been unbanned, and you're now free to say what's up, man. I have a lot of banned people, man, or rather a lot of hidden people. So Colchoneros, you're now free. So yeah, I think the real big deal is what's it called? Is the real big deal is Bruno Fernandes. I think Bruno Fernandes has been money. And I think that could possibly be the signing that could really change the dynamics of United. That's things that I really think that could be the signing that could really change the dynamics of United, because 100% that has been the guy they've been missing. I've always felt that that was the dude that's potentially because I always felt that Juan Mata was supposed to be that creative dude, but Mata has not been relevant since he played for Chelsea. Mata has not been relevant since he's played for Chelsea. So yeah, I'm very impressive because he's very attacking, very smart, knows how to dribble, is very direct, has got great passing, great shooting, great technical ability is off the thing. So that's and maybe for these 6 months, that could be the dude. Let me keep it real with you. Chelsea don't have fourth on the wraps, bro. Chelsea don't have fourth on the wraps. They do not have fourth on the wraps. So that is definitely not a thing that I have on wraps. So yeah, I'm just clearing out some of the mods. So these are the current mods that we have. So tell me whether some mods need to be relieved or they should stay. So these are the current mods that I have. So the mods I have are actually, what are we doing here? So we have Erhan Aksu, Captain Levi's Page, Josh Bond, James Alari, Rodney Salangu, Robert Gallo, Sean C, Nazario 9, Natural Opinion, or Sean's. Oh, sorry. So actually, no. So Avdeling Skills, Daniel Jones Ortega, Sergio Contrao, Joseph Baker, Rahimski, Primera Marmot, and Martin Rosario. So those actually no, yeah. So those are the current mods that we have. Who else deserves to be a mod? Who else deserves to be a mod though? That's the thing. So look, so the Europa League round, but yeah, so the draw is happening, I believe, tomorrow. The draw is going to happen on Friday, and yeah, I am definitely I think we are slowly now getting towards quality matches now. I think this is when the Europa League really will pick up. You know, I think the Europa League is where it will really pick up right now, because I think what we now have is so let's even see the guys that made it. So in the draw, we're gonna have actually, wait a minute. So Salzburg's and Frankfurt's game was postponed. So maybe they'll probably still do the draw, but then they'll just say, oh well, the winner of Salzburg Frankfurt, yeah, is good. So we have Rangers. I think this is Besiktas, Istanbul team, Roma, Wolfsburg, LASK, Bayer Leverkusen, Wolves, FC Basel, Man United, FC Copenhagen, Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter Milan, Getafe, Sevilla, Olympiacos, and most likely Frankfurt, Eintracht Frankfurt. So yeah, I think in all of those, I think we will all have pretty good teams, man. I think we'll all have pretty good teams in all of those, man. So actually, is YouTube Premium any good? Because I don't see, I've never used YouTube Premium before. So is YouTube Premium any good? Yeah, Erhan X. So what's the name of that Turkish team? Is that Besiktas or what? What is the name of that Turkish team? But yeah, guys, look, man. For Arsenal, man, that's it. That's a real downer, man. I mean, it was a garbage game. It was a garbage game with a very dramatic ending. So be clear, it was a garbage game. It was a garbage game, but with very the ending, man. So okay, oh wow, so it's not even Besiktas, so it's called Başakşehir. Wow. Damn. So your dudes really took that out. So who was it that even lost them again? Sporting. How did Sporting Lisbon lose that? And they lost 5-4 because they lost 4-1. Damn. Look, man, well done to them, man. Well done to those dudes, bro. Well done to those dudes. So actually, so who do you think Wolves, United, or so which do you think will be the biggest tie of the round? Because I think the teams that everybody should avoid, Wolves, I think you want to avoid Wolves. Wolves I think for me, I think Wolves are built for this kind of competition. I think you want to avoid Wolves. You want to avoid Sevilla. You know, I think because obviously, like, there are teams who are good, but it's like they're just teams who you don't really want to play these guys. And I think the two teams we want to avoid are Sevilla and Wolves. Sevilla and Wolves, because I think in both those teams, they're very good at home. They're very attacking. I've got very good attacking players, play good brand of football. And see, the way in which Sevilla and Wolves play is how they will go through. Because I think there are not that many strong defensive teams in here. And when you look at some of these scorers, like a 5-0, 3-1, 4-1, that ass can get open up in a return leg, man. That ass can get return log in that whole thing, man. So those are the guys that you really want to avoid, man. So but look, man, Gollum could do it. Gollum could do it for United, man. Gollum could do it for United, and I think it's been a very up and down, tricky, bumpy road for Man United this season. And if Gollum can say, you know what, after all the bumps and bruises that we've had, if you can finish, because look, Chelsea, I don't even know what to say, man. If anybody wants it, and I'm telling you right now, if anybody wants it, that fourth position is up for grabs, man. But shout out to Leicester City getting third. Shout out to Leicester City getting third, man. But yeah, that fourth position is up for grabs if anybody wants it, 100%. If anybody wants it, that fourth position is up for grabs. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know whether you guys got the memo or not, but I will tell you this in advance. It might be a spoiler, but for people in the know, this is not really a spoiler. Real Madrid are losing on Sunday. Just in case you didn't know, Real Madrid are losing on Sunday. And let me also reiterate, Vinicius was crap in the game. I know a lot of people say, oh no, but Vinicius was actually one of Real Madrid's best players. Vinicius was garbage. The only thing that Vinicius did was the assist to Isco. Apart from that, Vinicius was garbage. Real Madrid are getting beaten by Barcelona on Sunday. As long as Messi can somehow, even a 50% Messi, even a 50% Messi can still say what's up. Even a 50% Messi can still say what's up. 100%. He can still say what's up, man. So yeah, they're getting beat down, man. 100%. Those guys are getting beat down on Sunday. I mean, it is so crazy just how empty Real Madrid look. Like, just completely and utterly empty. They just look like a total shadow of themselves. A complete and total shadow of themselves, man. It's Cristiano was definitely a major factor, but I think it's beyond just Cristiano. I just think it's the players are old, man, and I just don't know. Like, so Zidane is really playing a so Zidane really believes that he can really play a freaking Modric in 2020. In 2020, Modric is starting a game and playing almost 90 minutes of a game in 2020. That's Zidane, bro. That's insane, man. I mean, you can be loyal, but get real. You know, get real, bro. So yeah, man. What else? I was going to say something again. I was going to say something again. Shouts to Pep, man. Shout out to Pep. I am not all on hate on Pep. Like, Pep really rolled through in that. Look, mods, sort out these trolls, man. Mods, sort out these trolls. Gotta give it to Pep, man. Because everyone thought that, okay, he's overthinking it. What the hell is he doing? He came through, had an idea, and executed it really well. You know, he came through, had an idea, and he executed it really well. And even Pep says, oh my gosh, he's worried about the second leg. Bro, he's just saying that. Like, see, now I will be shocked. Like, Real Madrid have a chance. They have a chance. it's just not a very big chance. I think the reason why they have a chance is, yes, they lost. It's only 1 goal deficit. It's only 1 goal deficit. And City are not like the Etihad is not exactly a fortress. So it is possible that Real Madrid can get 2 or 3 goals, but City will score. City will score. So if Real Madrid are going to go through, they will need like at least 3 or 4 goals. So can Real Madrid really score 3 or 4 goals against Man City and restrict them to only like 1 goal? Yo, guys, can the mods please ban this dude, man? T2 Kingfin, man, please. Mods, please ban this dude, man. Okay, I mean, mods, this is supposed to be your job. This is why I made you flipping mods, man. Can you please ban this dude, T2 Kingfin? Please, I'm begging you, so he doesn't spam the whole thing, man. Okay, man. So I actually had bricks as my mods, man. That's interesting, man. Yeah. As I said again, ban the flipping dude, man. Ban the flipping dude. You guys, you have the power. You have the power. You mods have the power to control this whole thing, man. So wait, what else has actually been going on in the Bleacher Report? In the world of football, man. In the world of football. By the way, okay, so is everybody in agreement that David Luiz is trash? I want to know whether there are still people who still believe that David Luiz is still a top defender, because I want to actually maybe repost that video that I made about how Arsenal got played by Chelsea selling them David Luiz. And Arsenal fans were like, oh my gosh, blah, blah, you're so sour. I'm like, are you happy now? Are you happy now? As I said, who's laughing right now? Who's laughing right now? I want to see. Oh my! So everything is Europa League on this Bleacher Report, man. Wait, where's the news, man? Oh yeah. Also, by the way, yeah, man, guys, this coronavirus thing is serious, man. So matches in Syria will be played behind closed doors, man. Matches is going to be played behind closed doors, man. That's quite dark. That's quite dark because this virus is getting out of control. This virus is getting completely and utterly out of control, man. Yeah, I mean, like, guys, just be wary, man. Just be wary, because everyone thought that, oh man, this virus is going to be, because someone's even sent me a video of how like China are trying to sort of like suppress the people with the virus, and they're like, look, they're getting guys down, pumping them down and everything. And my thing is that, who the heck is eating the stuff, man? I think someone just like, I don't know how this thing spread, but they said that it's by some people in Wuhan eating like flipping bats or pangolins or something, man. It's like, bro, what happened to just eating regular food? Don't be experimental with your food. Just eat regular thing in food. Don't start eating porcupines. Don't start eating flipping a half lizard, a half pixie and everything. Just eat ridiculous. Just eat regular food. Please. Just eat regular food. But then, if you don't want to get the whole conspiracy thing, are we to believe that this virus came from people eating animals? Or did someone make this virus? Similar to how people say that, like AIDS is man-made. Because actually, who was the first person to contract AIDS? Where did the AIDS come from? So maybe AIDS or something is someone created that kind of thing, and then boom. So that's the thing, man. And look, I mean, see, not everything is a conspiracy, but I always say this to people: never believe what the media tells you. That's why I always go with this whole mess thing and the whole Christianity and everything is, think for yourself. Take a step back and be like, no, and actually do the research. Do the research and really find out exactly how this thing goes through it. It's like, even with the whole virus thing, is like, just, you have to be, it's physical contact, people sneezing on you, and you taking the fluids or the physical contact from someone. So you can't really take it from like someone, from just going in the air or being close to someone. You actually have to touch them and so forth. But even beyond that, how much do you even know about this damn virus? But, bro, this virus could even affect football even more. Football Olympics is going to be cancelled, And I told you, I've been to Tokyo. Tokyo is popping. Tokyo is popping off. That would be so heart-crunching, especially for all the people who worked so hard to make those Olympics in Tokyo. That would be so gut-wrenching if it's bad. Because I spoke to my Japanese friend before he went to Japan, and he was pissed, and he's pissed with the Chinese, my Japanese friend is pissed with the Chinese, and like, my gosh, so we're now going to flipping get the Olympics taken away from us. And I think it's not going to be, and he says it's going to be given to London, because they say London is the only city who can host it at short notice. And that is crazy, because they have till end of May. So literally, like, London have like a month or something. I believe that, because I think yeah. Wait, who was I talking about this with? I don't know who he was with. I was having a discussion with someone, because I said that, all right, cancel the Olympics. It has to be cancelled. But then you have to say to yourself that there are people who have been training for years upon years for this. And to just take that away from them, I'm like, bruh, that's just too much, man. That's just too much, man. Anybody that thinks Chelsea are going to beat Bayern are stupid, man. They're completely stupid. Like, even if Lewandowski is not fit, man, and Chelsea get their players back, so, like, for me, I think that Chelsea can score goals. Are Chelsea going to beat them like 3-0? Or 4-1? So let me see. So what likelihood is a Chelsea 3-0 or a Chelsea 4-1? Especially being coached by a rookie like a Lampard. How is that's not very likely. That's not very likely, man. Also, that's also a very key point as well, man. This is a danger there. Do you know, even when this happened, I said, my God, man, imagine what those Chinese students must be going through in schools. So, man, school is a nasty place, man. School is a nasty place with some racist pieces of crap people, man. That's just messed up. Yeah, no. Look, I mean, as I said again, Chelsea, they embarrassed themselves, man. They absolutely embarrassed themselves. Like, I mean, that was bad, man. I mean, even as me and Ford were trying to discuss, like, that was just bad, man. Completely and honestly bad. School is trash, man. School is necessary. It is useful, but it's trash. I'll do a video on it on my other channel, Half Up Sorts, man. And remember, guys, subscribe. Road to 1,000. I'm on 930 subs on Half Up Sorts. If you haven't already, look, man, let me even put this link in there, bro. Let me put this link in there. Sub to the Half Up Sorts, man. This is my other channel where I just post random stuff. This is my other place where I just post some random stuff out there, man. So remember to sub to the Half Hope Sorts, man. I need you guys to sub to Half Hope Sorts. I'm on 930 subs. I just need 60 more and we can ride, man. There you go. Click on that. Sub to the Half Hope Sorts channel, man. Sub to the Half Hope Sorts channel, man. Make it real, man. Make it real. Look, man, the movie show is going to return next Wednesday. It's just that this whole Champions League thing, man, bro, it's just been I've been too busy. So for these 2 weeks, with the kind of previews I've been having to do, the post-match analysis, I've not had time. But the movie show can't be done during Champions League week. So next week and the week after, it will be back Wednesday, 10:30 p.m. So Wednesday, 10:30 p.m. we're gonna pop off again. Wait, is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, yeah. Wednesday, 10:30 p.m. We will ride the movie show will return. It will return, and I will be posting more content on the Half Hope Saltman for sure. I'll be posting more content on the Half Hope Salt. Maybe much more expansive stuff, much more kind of psychedelic stuff. By the way, quick question to the live chat here. Look, guys, look, I know it's Europa League. Who cares? How many people believe in a flat Earth? Because some dude said on my video, he wrote a post about this long and tried to sell to me that the Earth is flat. Like, he tried to come up with a compelling argument that the Earth is flat, you know. And I was like, do people still truly? I was like, well, we've not always. So why are the constellations all the same? Why do the things? Why are they so static? I was like, I mean, look, I know people can believe in stuff and everything, and we live in a big world and everything, but how? Because this was my simple thing. This is my simple thing. People consider, okay, I don't have a rocket ship where I can go out into a rocket ship and everything and so forth. If the Earth was flat, go to the edge. If the Earth was flat, go to the edge. Go to the edge. Because surely if there's a flat surface, there is an edge and you'll fall off the edge. But it only makes sense that it's a sphere that if you keep walking, you just keep going and going and going. So if you're a plane and you fly in a straight direction as a sphere, you just go. But if it's flat, you will go to the edge. So please go to the edge. Which is what that's the guy in the rocket ship who unfortunately died tried to do. I mean, bro. Forget flat Earth. No one landed on the moon. Yeah, look, man. I know that some guys, Buzz Aldrin may punch me in the face if I say this. They didn't land on the moon. Capricorn 1. Go rent it, find it. Capricorn 1. They didn't land on the moon. Let me get this straight. So you land on the moon during the 60s. And how many times have you been back? How much more do we know about the moon? Where are the moon bases? So you've only been able to walk through on the moon once in the 60s. We're in 2020 right now. Where are the moon bases? How much more information do we know about the surface of the moon and so forth? Guys, TV studio, green screen whatsoever, and they were able to film it. And I think they even said, and I think one of the things they said is like, because there's no air in space. How come the American flag was billowing? One small step for man. Well, I said, yes, one small step for brick, a large step for brick kind, man. Nah, sorry, bro. Sorry. Like, unless you can prove to me you landed on that moon, nah, they didn't land on that moon, bro. Okay, we have not yet been on that moon. Give me a break, man. Yet landed on that moon. Favorite meal and drink. Favorite meal is pounded yam and the goosey soup. That is my favorite meal of all time. My favorite drink. I'm really liking this at the moment. I don't know. They have this in England, man. I don't know how many of you guys know this. I'm really beginning to like this right now. Purdy's, like an energy drink, but it may have to be Malta Guinness, bro. It may have to be Malta Guinness, man. Obviously, it's between Super Malt and Malta Guinness, but I mean, it may have to be Malta Guinness. That's the one. But if you guys are in, I don't know whether they have this in America. They have it in England. I don't know if they have this in America. But yeah, Purdy's rejuvenates, man. Really good drink. Really nice drink, man. It's a really nice drink, man. But look, as I said again, look, shout out to all of you guys who are still in school, man. Shout out to all of you guys who are still in school. I hated school, man. I just hated school. Like for me, school what because I asked this to people in your schools. If you're still in any school, in college or so forth, go up to your professor or someone and say, "Wait, how many careers classes do we get given? Am I going to be told how to earn money in the world?" Because this is the thing about school. You have to have a balance between educating the 9 to 5ers and the entrepreneurs and independent people. People who do 9 to 5, that's great. And I think there are people, and that is something to be proud of. People who rock a 9 to 5, and I know uncles, aunts, and friends who are hard workers of a 9 to 5. But not everybody's like that. I'm just not a 9 to 5 guy. As I tried doing the 9 to 5 thing. After a year, I told my boss, "Thank you. You're really good, really fair, and everything. I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to be an independent dude where I've just got to just make money off my own back, where where I can do my work hours myself, and it's a lot more free. I can't wake up early in the morning, wear a suit, sit in a flipping cubicle with no flipping windows, be hunched up on a computer, do that Monday to Friday, have a weekend, have 17 days of holiday. Nah, because being an entrepreneur and the thing, it is hard and everything. But look, I'm like, nah, but and there are many entrepreneurs that are in school, so many. But in school, you are programmed. You are programmed to be a machine. You're programmed to be a cog in the wheel. You're programmed to be, no, you are only good for a 9 to 5. All of you guys are only good for a 9 to 5. There are many people who are in a 9 to 5 who shouldn't be in a 9 to 5. They should be entrepreneurs. They should be independent. But because they've been programmed to be like, do standardized tests and standardized exams, that's what they're about. Those kids in school who got 98% in English, 98% in maths, 98% in chemistry, they're only intelligent within the academic framework. Do they have common sense? Do they have world intelligence? Do they have a life intelligence? They probably don't. They probably don't, man. So yeah, and also see, that's the thing as well. Like, don't be fooled. All because you get a degree doesn't guarantee you a job. What people are looking for is experience. Because if I'm hiring a dude and I'm a boss, can you do what needs to be done within a week or 2 weeks? If it's going to take me a month to train you or 2 months to train you, that's too much money. Can you learn in a week? So if I'm looking at your CV, okay, cool. You have a diploma from Yale, from Harvard, all that. Cool. But you have no experience. But if I'm looking at another guy where it's like, you have like a diploma from like a lesser university, but look at all of your experience, look at all of your work experience, look at all of the different things you've done, all of the community things you've taken part in and everything. Like, oh wow, you've developed a lot of skills that I can possibly use. And do you know what the key thing is? The key thing is that interview. Because for a lot of bosses, and if bosses are fair, even if you don't have the qualifications, if you crush that interview and your boss likes, because that's how I got one of my jobs. I didn't have the qualifications. I didn't have it, but the boss just liked my interview. He liked the sound of me. I tried to be interesting. I don't really did it, and he just liked the sound of me. So you know what? These, I was like, okay, it's cool, man. Let's see. So this is interesting. I asked myself, did I make a mistake by not going to university? See, the thing about university is that. So one of my friends, he's actually pretty wealthy, and he doesn't need to he doesn't need to go to school and everything because he comes from a wealthy family and so forth. So obviously we now reached our 30s now and everything, and I said to him, bro, go to uni. I was like, nah, I don't. I was like, don't go to uni because you need a job. You don't need a job. You've got all the money in the world and everything. Go to uni to meet people, and be part of community and be part of communities and be part of projects and so forth, and that will just enrich you mentally. And he's in uni right now, and he's loving it. He's in plays. He's made new friends with people and everything, and it has revitalized his life because he was a bit dormant, not really doing much. So now he's at uni and he's now been forced to do things. He's going to lectures and so forth. So because uni is way better than regular school, because uni and lectures, it's all down to you. You don't have guys watching over you. You don't have guys that are forcing you to wake up. You go to the lectures that you want. You study when you want, and you have way more independence as someone. But the key thing about uni, because for me, I screw up in uni. I should have maybe taken a gap year, but I went in straight, and because I told you, UCL is a great university. And because I was young and stupid, I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, let me just get my degree and just F off. But now in my older ages, I'm like, gosh, man. If only I'd joined the Afro-Caribbean Society, if only I'd joined this film society, if only I'd joined all these different societies, doing all these different things, because UCL has so much stuff that you can do and so many amazing communities. So uni is a great place to do things, but it's the system of school that I'm against. Why the hell? How did we get from Arsenal breaking it up to talking about school? I have no idea, bro. That's just wild, man. I don't know how we actually got to talk about school. Nats of the super chat says 9 to 5 is needed though, otherwise life wouldn't work. 100%. 99% of the world have to do a 9 to 5. Without a 9 to 5, this world can't function. And that's why I said 9 to 5s are critical. I have family members who are proud 9 to 5ers, 100%. And those are needed. So I am not crapping on my aunts, my uncles, my friends, my cousins who have done 9 to 5s for years, because those are needed. But you need a balance. You need the 9 to 5ers and you need the entrepreneurs, because without the entrepreneurs, the 9 to 5ers wouldn't exist, because the people who give the jobs to a lot of the 9 to 5ers are those entrepreneurs. So obviously you have government jobs and so forth, like whether it's the nurses, waste management and everything, that's just like standard. But then for companies and so forth, those companies are created by the entrepreneurs and so forth. All those guys that work for Samsung, that work for iPhone, that's because of your boy who created Apple. That's because of your boy who runs Samsung and everything. So you need both of those. Just at school, my issue with school is ask yourself this: how many career lessons were you given? How many lessons were you given with regards to these are the different careers that you can do? These are the ways in which you can make money. This is what you need to make money. This is how you should do it in an interview. This is how you prepare for an interview. How many of those are you were given? You don't get given tools with regards to how you can earn money. All you're being told is you need to get 98% in this. You need to get 70% in this. Oh, you got an A. Oh no, you need to get a C. You need to get a B. And that's it. You're not really taught things that can really help apply you in this world. It's all about application. Bro, chemistry is cool. Yeah, I get it. Chemistry hasn't helped me. How has chemistry helped me in my everyday life? I have no idea. So that's the mess, man. But I think I just think you should always question things, man. But I just think, see, everybody, this is the key thing I always say to everyone. This is my advice to everyone is always try and think you are more than what the system tells you. That maybe you may be a 95, but everybody should just say for 1 minute, wait a minute, am I good at something else? Have I tried other things? Have I forced myself to be outside of my comfort zone? Because I believe that there's a hidden skill in everybody. There is a hidden talent in everybody, and you just need to try and tap into it and believe in yourself. Don't just accept that, oh, this is how I am. Because what you want to do is, okay, I tried this and I failed. Good. The worst thing is you didn't even try. The worst thing is that you didn't even try, because school doesn't want you to try. The system of school doesn't want you to try. The system of school doesn't want you to think for yourself. They just wanted to say, no, you're from here, you're going straight to this 9 to 5, and that's it. You're not even going to think beyond that. Because if you now say to someone, no, I want to do this 9 to 5 because I enjoy it, and I've independently thought about, because I enjoy this job, that's cool. But if you're only in this job because you've not really thought about anything, you don't even really want to, you've just gone through the guidelines that school has told you about, then I just think that's just wrong. I think that's just wrong, man. Oh, my uncle is a surgeon, pays very well. I mean, it's a very important job, and I believe that doctors and teachers should be paid the most. Those are the two things. How politicians get paid more than teachers and nurses is stupid. Okay. For me, teachers get treated like trash. Teachers are so important. And I feel like trash because I was a stupid loser teenager who used to just do funny things to my teacher and everything in English. And I was like, man, I was a bloody idiot, man. But teachers are so important. And a really good teacher is, like, for me, my best teacher that I've ever had was my teacher back in Nigeria, like when I was like 6 or 7, like called Mrs. Ganza from Ghana, and I remember because she taught me how to remember the how many days we're in each month, man. So it was cool, man. Magical forums, man. This is the Half Hopes Football Hut, which means that the key thing is Half Hopes. Means that I can talk about whatever the bloody hell I want, man. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I talk about football, basketball, school, life, space, the future, anything, man. So I talk about anything I bloody want up in this piece. So they are rape. So say no, but see, no, a bad teacher can mess you up, man. A brick teacher can mess you up for sure. But as I said again, look, school was school was trash, man. What is this? HH, watch Illumi Cup video. What is this? Is this about the Illuminati? I don't know about this. The Illumi Cup. Yeah, I'll give it a watch. I did watch Loose Change about how the Twin Tower thing was an inside job. I'm not sure that I believe it, but it is interesting though. It does make you think. How long do I plan on staying in England? I'm not sure. You see, the thing about England is England is a strange place. I was actually born in London, I then moved to Nigeria when I was young, but I was actually born in London. The thing about England is it's not a place that you can really thrive in. And I was even thinking about this today, actually. It's like, in England, there's a war of two ideologies. There's a war between the really posh, snobbish, rich people who are most likely racist, very conservative. And then there are the poor, regular people who are some of the most sensible people you will find. So on one part, you find some part of England that is very racist and very arrogant. Another part, you'll find some of the most talented and sensible people ever. Hence why I say to myself that screw the Queen and the royalty. This is the country of Gary Oldman, Daniel Day-Lewis, J.K. Rowling, Roald Dahl, flipping Shakespeare, George Michael. The amount of talent that has come from this freaking island is insane. But for me to say, I would want to settle in a warm place. So I think I'm in England because like I have a familiarity to England, and also like this is like my business. Because especially with doing all this football hot stuff, and I have to be here. So for links with people and contacts with people. So this is just where you can make money here. And also it is like even the area that I live in is for the time being, it's pretty chill. Again, I don't want to reveal exactly where I'm living, so just chill. But the area where I'm living is like, oh, it's chill. Like there's a park near to me. For the time being, it's pretty quiet and so forth. And I'm like, okay, this because it's good. It's a good work environment for me to focus on my editing, doing videos, green screen, and everything. But long term, I've got to be in a hot country, man. I've got to be in a hot country. So now, if I was rich, I'd go back to Geneva because I lived in Geneva for 2 years. So if I was bloody rich, oh man, I would chill out in Geneva. I'd have like my little house and everything. So, but if not Geneva, just somewhere hot, man. Somewhere hot, man. The royal family needs to be inducted, bro. I mean, I fully agree. I don't know why England promotes the royal family instead of their acting institutions or their musicians and so forth. That's it. It just isn't cool, man. No, the thing about Geneva is this: Geneva all the seasons are perfect. It is nice and warm in the spring. It is hot in the summer. It's mild at autumn. And I think the 2 winters I was there, it snowed. So it snows every winter. It is hot every summer. It's nice and warm. So all the seasons are very well defined, man. All very well defined, man. It's so I think that's also what makes it great, man. It says English classism is cancer. That's the worst thing about England. And I think once the poor people in England wise up and realize how the rich people are screwing them over, things will really change. Because the poor people form the core of this country. And really, the most interesting people are the Cockney people, the regular guys. Those posh rich people, those are the guys who are very interesting. And those are the boring guys who form the very small little 1%. But the interesting people are just those regular dudes, those regular working class dudes. Those are the really cool, interesting people and everything. Like Gary Oldman is a working class dude. Like when you hear Gary Oldman speak, Gary Oldman is from the bloody. He's from West Ham. Like Gary Oldman is from right? We see a bit that might be that sure. Cheers, man. Also my cheers. Also my cheers. Also bro. Yeah. Also my cheers. Yeah, bear that bit. That's where it's from, man. But the worst thing about England is, like in England, like rich people will tell you, you are poor, you are not better than us. We are better than you because we are just richer than you. And the biggest hindrance to England's entertainment is what they do is all of the talent, all the people that write the films, the TV shows, all come from 2 universities, Oxford and Cambridge. So Channel 4, BBC, all these guys, all the talent stems from Oxford and Cambridge, and that's it. So what you get is trash because all those other talented guys who may go to UCL, King's College, and so forth, they will not get a leg in that the dudes from Oxford and Cambridge come from. So that's just the that's there we go. That's why whether it's an Idris Elba, Daniel Kaluuya and everything, they all had to go to America because you can never make it through here because guys here are the gates are very much sealed. I went to secondary school in the UK, in England. Like I left, especially so I was born here and then I spent 10 years in Nigeria. Then I moved to Geneva when I was 10. So from 10 to 12, I was in Geneva. And then I came to London when I was 12. And everything, man. So that's how I rolled through, man. All right, guys, look, man, I think this has been a pretty good stream. So what do we have coming up? So Friday, we have the Q&A. Friday Q&A starts from 10 p.m. 10 p.m. GMT is the Friday Q&A where it will fully be about all of your questions. You can come in 10 p.m. GMT, the Q&A, ask me anything you want. Saturday, 10 p.m. again GMT is the open hangout. I'll put out the link, and there's a hangout where anyone can join, and we can obviously discuss about the Champions League, the Europa League, react to the Europa League draw, look ahead to maybe the Champions League games. And Sunday is obviously the regular hangouts for the members at 11 p.m. GMT. Then on Monday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. GMT is the football dugout. And also around 10:45 on Monday is Talking Tactics Live, the live taping of the podcast. We roll through. Remember, every week we're like schedule every week, like schedule without fail, man. I'm just taking this last super chat. Armchair Critic, who do you have eliminated? Liverpool or Juventus? What do you mean? Who would I have wanted to be eliminated? I don't really know. I mean, yeah, neither, man. Neither. So, guys, it's time for me to have a meal. And it's time for me to finish the first episode of Hunters on Amazon series with the great Al Pacino and Logan Lerman. And yes, I have begun Narcos Season 2. And my gosh, Ish has gotten very real. I can't wait. And yes, I will do a review of the first 2 episodes of Better Call Saul on the Half Hopes Hot YouTube channel. Peace. I'm out.